So the Cleetwood Trail is the only access in Crater Lake National Park to get down to Crater Lake. And soon it's going to be closing for several years under construction. Should you be rushing to visit? Let's get into it. So the Cleetwood Trail is located on the north side of the national park. You have to take the East Rim Drive to reach the trailhead, and you should check the status of the road conditions before venturing out, because the road is often closed in the winter, fall, and spring. So check the road conditions first. I'll put a link in the description. So after this year, the National Park Service is actually going to be closing down the trail, mainly for safety reasons. Serious safety reasons. So some of the things that are going to be addressed while the trail is under construction is rockfall mitigation. They're going to fix the retaining walls and fix the grade of the trail, fix the bulkhead and dock for the boat tours, as well put in a pier for visitors. In addition to that, they're going to fix the composite toilets and put in a new ticket booth for the boat tours. And the trail is going to be closed for several years. They're predicting up to the summer of 2029. The reason for that is because they had such a short window to be able to do the construction due to the amount of snowfall Crater Lake receives. They get about 44 feet of snow, so that's why it's going to take several years to complete these projects. It's also important to note, because the trail is going to be under construction and it's the only access to the water, that boat tours and shuttles to Wizard Island are also going to be unavailable. So what are the trail stats? Well, the trail is only 2.1 miles round trip with a total elevation gain of 610 feet. So to start this trail, you're going to have to cross the East Rim Drive from the parking lot. As soon as you cross the road, the trail starts descending moderately steeply, mostly through forest, but the trail is very dusty, so keep that in mind. As the trail goes down, you do get those peekaboo views out across the lake, which is really nice. And as you also descend, it's nice that you can see the water, so you can gauge about how much further you have to go. The further that you go down the trail, the less trees that you receive, so you're more exposed to the sun. And when you get down to the bottom of the trail and you get near the water, there's pretty much no shade at all, so be sure to bring your sunscreen. So this trail is pretty straightforward. Start off in the forest. As you work down, you have less and less trees until you get to the water. And this is the type of trail that's really about the destination, not the journey. Having it be the only access to Crater Lake makes it a very, very popular trail, and for good reason. So as you're on the crater rim looking down at the lake, it just begs to go down there and be next to it. So once when you're down by the water, what do? Well, there's a lot you can do. So if you book a boat tour, this is where the boats go off. And you can venture the lake in any directions you want. You can fish, you can swim, you can just pretty much enjoy the lake as it is. But keep in mind, the lakeshore itself is rather rocky. It's littered with giant boulders, so there's really not a good place just to lounge around, because the whole shoreline is boulder. It's like a boulder field. So don't expect there to be a really nice beach, because it's all rock. Kind of wish that there was a little bit more room to spread out, because this is the only access. It gets insanely crowded. And maybe this will be a little bit more enjoyable when they build the pier for visitors to come and be able to actually have a place to sit. But overall, it's definitely worth doing. That's why this hike is a bucket list hike. I am really excited to see what the National Park Service does to this trail when they complete the project, especially the pier. It begs for a place for everyone to be able to gather instead of being spread out on this rocky, bouldery lakeshore that is currently right now. But let me know what your thoughts are on the construction project and if you're excited to see what the National Park Service does. Put it in the comments and let me know. And as always, if you like this video, hit subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.